The other thing about walking around Arlington is you can do it when weather's kind of bad. Now, of course, we don't get really horrible weather here, but on days like today, there is some snow coming down, but not real over slick. But I mean, these roads definitely have accumulation on them in different places. So it's always good to be able to walk, and it's not really cold. So gonna see what it's like to walk today. Got to head to my bank, which is in downtown. Should be about a 15-minute walk, I would guess. And then got to go to the post office, which is right in downtown. Kind of an old school errand morning, but it's not too cold here today, even though we got some snow coming down. I'll check back with you and let you know how long the walk took and if I got too cold. Well, the walk's going pretty good. It's about 30 degrees out here. I guess I'm getting a little accumulation here, but my new jacket I got is water resistant, so hopefully I won't get too wet. But pretty busy out on the streets. Nobody's really staying in, so to speak. UTA's open, everything's still going on, but just got across Cooper Street and here walking on Abram. There's a couple sections here along Abram that, like this section here by the UTA parking lot. You can see it doesn't have a sidewalk here, but it's not too wet, and pretty nice day for walking, even though it's a little cool. Right on Abram Street here too, right before you get to downtown, is pub that was out of business for quite a while after a fire, but it's about to open back up, so we're excited to have JR Bentleys opening up. Great watering hole right down the street here, right on Abram Street. It'll be open probably about a month or so. Way to go, Dana, to fixing this place back up. You may or may not know this, but right here in downtown, there's a cool marker right here on the corner of Center and Abram. But running through downtown from 1902 to 1934, we had a streetcar. It's called the Interurban Trolley, and it ran in between Dallas and Fort Worth. And if you can believe it, right here on this corner where the Levitt Pavilion is, and this area right downtown, we had a trolley stop, and this is where people would get on and off, and you could travel between Arlington and Fort Worth or Arlington and Dallas. The train stopped through about every 30 minutes right here on Abram Street. Lots of this development here on Abrams, all the cool old houses and everything, all popped up after the interurban was built, and everybody wanted to live right on the streetcar line to watch them whiz by, as well as they wanted to be able to get on and off real quickly. So this was a major transportation hub right here in downtown Arlington. And if you want to find more about that, we're having an event on March the 4th at the Fielder Museum. It's the Arlington Prouds Night at the museum. And OK Carter's going to be talking to us about the history of the interurban. But stop by and check out this historical plaque that's right here at Center Street and Abram. More great history right here in Arlington. Well, I'm about 15 minutes into my walk, and not to the bank yet, but pretty darn close. But you got to have cool places to stop off on the way, of course. And one of those great places is Potagers, other stuff right here on Mesquite Street near Abram. So I'm going to stop in and talk to Cynthia and get a cup of coffee and warm up a little bit before I finish my little trip. But it's been about a 15-minute walk from my apartment to here to Potagers. Easy walk, even in the snow. It's not cold, and everything's pretty easy to walk on today. Well, had a good cup of joe here and some local pastries here at Potagers. It's always good to see Cynthia. Hey Cynthia, thanks for the great food and great coffee.
Always, and good conversation.
Always good conversation. UTA students hanging here, beautiful weather out. So this was my stop to warm up, get something to eat. Now I'm off to the bank, and it still is snowing out there. It looks like it's coming down even more. So if you've never been over here to Potagers, make sure to stop by. cool place and say hi to Cynthia. Okay, well I made it here to the bank. Took about 20 minutes in the snow. If I would have walked straight, took longer than that because I had those wonderful stops along the way, but I will say the roads are actually accumulating. This snow and stuff is more like we probably thought we were going to have the other day. So anyhow, I'll do my banking stuff here and then walk a couple blocks the other direction to go to the post office. Well, this stuff is really starting to stick for sure. This is some good snow. If I had gloves, I'd be packing up some snowballs here, but I got too far of a walk to have cold hands with, but looks like it's accumulating. And as you can see, the streets here it's sticking, as they say. But man, is it a beautiful day for a walk. It's not too cold. And the snow's coming down at a nice little rate. And heading back up to the post office now, just right around the corner from the bank. Well, here's my last stop here at the Arlington post office in downtown, and it's open. But as you can see from our walks from my apartment, I can walk to the post office, my bank. I probably walked by at least 5 or 6 watering holes. It's before noon now, but none of them are open yet. Plenty of restaurants. Walked by a couple other banks on the way to my bank too. And great to have the old school post office downtown as well. So probably about time to get out of the snow here and get back to the apartment. So talk to you later.